Yay Networks.
13 has been my lucky number for a while. Like, it's always a sign of good things to come for me.
This is 13, a Taylor Swift fan podcast, breaking down every song, every Easter egg, every era, and every theory. Hosted by the biggest Swifties, Nick Adams, Anna Casillejos, Amy Nichols, and Lacey G.
Welcome to 13, a Taylor Swift fan podcast. My name's Nick Adams.
I'm Anna.
Amy. And I'm Lacey G.
And we have to talk about the Eras Tour ending in Europe.
Right. The European leg.
The European leg has come to a close. It was epic. There were surprises. There's a lot to talk about, celebrities. And we can talk to someone who was at one of those shows. Lacey!
Yay! Welcome back.
Thank you. So I knew I was in for a good time whenever I got on the plane heading to London, straight flight to London, took the overnight flight, like 6-hour time difference. So it was really messed up in my head and in my body. But get to my seat. I'm seated at G22.
Yes.
I'm G.
And number 22.
22. That's a Taylor Swift number. And my travel buddy was on the other side of me. There were 2 empty seats in between us, the only 2 empty seats on the plane. Like at one point I looked at her and I was like, surely they're just waiting last second to get on the plane, right? No. We had 2 empty seats between us. That's amazing. Spread out. Yeah. And the woman, there was a family in front of us and she was complaining like there was water dripping from the AC above her or something. So she has water dripping on her. And they were like, well, if there's a problem, you can move back 1 row. Those are the only 2 seats open on the plane. And I'm thinking, no, don't. And she didn't.
Whoa.
So I felt lucky immediately.
Yeah.
How do you get the only 2 extra seats together
on
an
an overseas
plane?
flight?
Right.
Couldn't have better luck.
Seriously.
Anything that may have slightly gone wrong doesn't matter. You got a ton of room on a flight overseas.
Unbelievable. Already off to a great start.
Yeah. And for some reason, my travel mate only kept in her seat. Like she added extra stuff in the seat next to her. But me, I added extra stuff in the seat next to her. I spread out and laid down in between all the seats. Like I was making all this room my own.
That's what I would do too.
Yeah. And she just stayed in her little seat because they are tiny seats.
Yeah.
They don't give us much.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But I knew. Great time. Already started off in a good way.
So how many people did you go over there with? So I saw some pictures and there was quite a few of you.
I went over there with one person, my friend Angela. She is
I saw pictures with people.
Rock star. Angela did not have tickets to go to the concert, and we did not get tickets for her.
Oh.
Met a lot of people while we were there. My friend Angela, what a rock star, though. Still agreed to go to London despite not having concert tickets.
Is she a Swiftie or is she just like a casual fan but wanted to go to London with you?
She is a Swiftie.
Oh, okay.
She's been a Swiftie for a long time. She kept pointing out, I've been a Swiftie longer than you. I deserve to be there.
And she didn't have a ticket.
Didn't have a ticket. Still went. Put up with me. I did 0 planning for this trip. I did absolutely. Yeah.
That makes me nervous.
She was on me. We've got to book our tickets. Lacey, we're running out of time. Lacey, let's get our tickets. I said, okay, come over. We booked our tickets, booked our hotel, and then I saw her again whenever I picked her up to go to the airport to London.
That's great.
She kept trying to get a hold of me, and I was like, I'm busy. I'm stressed. I don't know what I'm doing. She's like, don't worry. I've got an itinerary. I want to say to get me back, my phone was the only one that I upgraded to an international plan. So her phone only worked whenever connected to the internet. I think it was her sly way to get me back. I had to get us around London. And I am horrible with directions. I believe, Amy, what direction am I facing right now?
North.
I'm always facing north. It doesn't matter what direction I'm in. And my phone was the one who got us around London the whole time. And she would ask me every time, I don't know directions. I would just use my maps. And she'd say, Lacey, do you know where we're going? I said, have I known where we're going the whole time? She said, nope. I said, nope. But if I start walking this way and my map doesn't catch up with me, then we've got to turn around and go the other way. It's fine.
That's kind of how I go about with the maps walking directions too. I'm like, if I start going one way,
It'll tell me something. Yeah.
Yeah.
So was London, like, how was the energy? Was it crawling with Swifties?
No.
I mean, because London is such a big city that, like, I guess it'd be hard to, I don't know.
Difficult to spot.
Yeah, unless everybody's wearing their merch all the time, I
Yeah.
guess.
It was a different experience from yours. You said the moment you landed, it was like Swifties everywhere, which I got there a little bit early. I could tell the moment that Swifties landed because you could see them walking around. But whenever I first got there, people are like, oh, you're here on a holiday? Why are you here? And I'm like, Taylor Swift. And who?
No way.
They weren't aware. It wasn't as big of a deal because it's such a big city.
Because London is a major city. Yeah, Dublin was different because it's a smaller city and it was like very much Taylor Swift central for like the whole weekend. So, I get it. Like, but that's what made me kind of curious because I saw like on social media that there was like Swiftie-esque like maps of London and they had like the Taylor Swift stuff at the museum and stuff. So I didn't know like how much it was like, oh, I'm just seeing this on social media because it's catered to me as a Swiftie, or like actually being there if it was like
you could see Swifties, but I don't think the town was preparing as much for us as Dublin was because there was just an influx of people and like the train system, the tube, all that. They had extra security, extra people, getting people around, making sure people knew where they were going and stuff like that. So, I mean, people definitely were prepared for us, but then some of the waiters and the pubs and stuff that we were going to really had no idea that Taylor Swift was coming into town.
That's nuts.
Yeah,
I talked to this well-dressed man on the tube, and he was wearing a really cute orange tie and orange suspenders, and I was talking to him, and, oh, what are y'all here for on a holiday? And I said, Taylor Swift, and I gave him a friendship bracelet, and
Cute.
At first I gave him one that said, fresh out the slammer. But then I was like, that's a random lyric and you're not going to remember that. So I'm going to give you this one. It says, Texas shitstorm. And you'll remember the two girls from Texas gave you this. And I want to say this was like Tuesday or Wednesday. And he was so taken aback. He said, is this a Swiftie thing, talking to people and giving them bracelets? And I said, yeah. And he said, I'm on this tube all the time and no one talks to anybody. Like it's transportation. He said, this is the best thing that's happened to me all week.
really?
And I said, sir, it's early in the week. You just wait. It's going to get better. It's going to get even better. But
That's
I
so
thought,
wholesome.
yeah, I thought that was really nice. Giving people friendship bracelets that didn't understand. They just thought it was the sweetest thing ever. Because it is a big city. You don't always talk to everybody.
Yeah.
You don't make small talk. You're just like busy in your own life trying to get to the next destination, or like me, hoping you're heading in the right direction sometimes.
So which night of the Eras Tour at Wembley Stadium did you go to?
So we're considering it like the way people have been numbering it is all 8 nights. She
Correct.
did 3 shows separately and then 5 shows together. So hold on, I don't math. 8. I was on night 8. No, hold on. No.
No, wait, I have you
6.
here. You were at
6.
night 6.
Thank you, Amy.
You're welcome.
Thank you, Amy. That's right. I had too many fingers up. I didn't even have, I said 8. I didn't even have 8 fingers up. No, that is 8 fingers. Whatever. Okay. Yeah. Never mind.
She's jet lagged, guys.
Yeah. I think I'm still on London time, Mill. I'm still so tired.
Just hopped off the plane.
So what were your surprise songs?
Are we getting
I don't
there?
know.
I don't know.
I don't know. Are we? I was just trying to talk about your night there. So you had one ticket to the Eras Tour? You just had one solo ticket? Or did you know someone in London there that you went with?
So I met people there, and our sweet listener Pippa actually offered tickets to us whenever she got a code to buy the tickets in London way back when. And we had just gotten back from Anna's wedding, and she asked, hey, I've got a promo code. Does anyone want to try for tickets? And everybody said no. And I said, well, I want to go. I've always wanted to go to London. And I just figured if I couldn't go, then she could get rid of my ticket. No harm, no foul. She tried to get 4 tickets, was only able to get 3. So it was me, Pippa, and her fiance, James.
All right.
That all went. And whenever she got the tickets, it was the last night of tour. So it was supposed to be the very last night at Wembley Stadium in London. And then since then, Taylor added more dates. And so it became not the last night. But that doesn't mean we weren't hopeful for some grand finale that was planned all along.
Yeah.
And then everything else was just bonus.
Yeah, I mean, all of the shows in London were like, even because she did 3 and then came back and did 5 more. Like, even the 3 from a month ago were insane. That's when Travis Kelce was on stage. Like, I feel like every single show in London had like something just absolutely epic. I mean, I think every single show of the Eras Tour is special in its own way, but there was something.
Yeah.
Do you think that's intentional to make the London shows a little bit more over the top? Maybe to prove a point to someone, a certain someone?
I'm sure that to a certain extent. I think it's also the like reclaiming, making it special to her, like in a good way. Kind of like, songs that she wrote way back when, she can kind of sing them now from like a different perspective with singing to a different person, kind of in that. I feel like it's that kind of
Makes sense.
vibe.
I loved it though.
Oh my
I
God,
did
yeah.
too.
I attended every show via live stream.
I loved that first night. No, it wasn't the first night that she played that. The first night's whenever she brought out Ed Sheeran, right?
Yes.
Yeah. That was the first night because
Technically night 4,
night
but
4,
yes.
the first night of this new leg of Wembley.
Yes. That was
We
when
had
Ed
just
Sheeran-
recorded our predictions and stuff, and we were all like, "How are we so dumb? We did not predict any Ed Sheeran pop-ups during this
I
whole
know.
thing."
I felt so silly.
How cool was that though? So then us in London, we're thinking, is that setting the stage? Like, is there going to be a celebrity guest every single night? And then the next night she comes out and does London Boy and Dear John. And I can't remember what else she played with that. But to do
Sad, Beautiful, Tragic.
to do London Boy and name all the places that she loved in London and then do Dear John and say that I'm shining like fireworks over your sad town. Like, that was just
Yeah.
genius.
I know. She's a comedian.
Genius.
Agreed.
Loved it. Absolutely
And
loved it.
that was really great too, because I feel like this whole time we had been wondering, is she gonna play London Boy or is she not? Because we're like, it's the very obvious Joe Alwyn connection, but then we were like, okay, but it's not even about that. It's about like name dropping the parts of London, the neighborhoods, the cities, like things like that. And then when she actually did it, I was kind of like, oh, okay, like she did it. But I love how she set it up, and she was like, I love the English.
Yeah.
She's so cute.
It was great, and it was a great way for her to take back a city that she loved so much
Yeah.
and go there and be a queen
Oh my
and
God,
just
yeah.
reign over all of it.
I read somewhere that over all 8 nights, like over her entire London run, it boosted the economy of London by over $1 billion.
That's insane.
Billion with a B.
Wow.
They said, which granted, I should have fact checked this. I did not fact check this, so I could be completely wrong. But they said that like bars, restaurants, hotels, anything kind of like within a 3-mile radius of Wembley Stadium just skyrocketed
Yeah.
Great.
with like just insane.
Thanks, Taylor.
Mm-hmm.
I should double check the whole billion thing.
Nah, it's fine.
No, I've heard that too. So it's fact.
Was it from me?
Yeah.
I'll believe it. You heard it here first.
Okay, so this is how I think we should do it. I think, Anna, if you don't mind, like us doing the nights like we normally do, and then I just kind of sprinkle in stuff
Sure.
along with that. Also, I want to know if you noticed the same thing that I noticed before we get started. Did you see lobsters everywhere in London? Like lobster
wasn't
stuff,
there. I
not
don't know.
lobster people, not our listeners, because I did not.
Lobster people?
You didn't see
Not
any,
li-
you didn't see any listeners?
I met listeners, but I did not see like people with lobster stuff
Oh, okay.
sending a signal or anything. But there was lobsters everywhere. Like I was at a art gallery, and there was a lobster. there was a lobster on a phone. And I was like, oh, that's like a listener on the phone that Taylor Swift would say sometimes, like, I didn't even realize I have a landline, which do we even know what she's talking about? It's happened twice now. But I mean,
There's a lot of unanswered questions we have.
yeah, just stuff like that. I mean, they had, and I'm guessing it's because it's there on water and there's fresh seafood. But I did ask somebody, I was like, what's up with all the lobsters? Someone who lived there. And they're like, I don't know. I said, okay. And I meant to Google it, but I was using my phone to get around the city, so it was dying the whole time. So I forgot. Like, I still have a list of stuff that I need to Google after leaving.
We did get an email from a listener named Tildy. I'm so sorry if I'm mispronouncing your name. She's Swedish. Or he. I'm so sorry. I don't know if Tildy is a boy or a girl, whatever you prefer. Tildy sent us an email and said, hey, I'm a huge fan of your podcast. I live in Sweden. I thought I'd share some fun information with you guys. Every August, the Swedes celebrate something called, I cannot pronounce that. I'm so sorry. Which is a celebration of crayfish. Weird, I know. However, I thought of you guys since crayfish and lobsters are kind of similar. So every store that I've been in for the past couple of weeks sells lobster-looking everything. And so they included pictures of like mugs, plates, bowls, everything that looks like lobsters. So I wonder if I don't know if that kind of maybe carries into London at all, or maybe like, I don't know, or maybe you just kind of notice it more because of our lobster connection.
It's like
everywhere.
It's like somebody once told me that you see a cow every day.
I never see cows.
What?
I have heard that.
But then, now that I've said that, you're probably going to see a cow.
I don't see cows
Like,
every day.
it doesn't have to be an actual real cow. It could be a cow
Chick-fil-A.
on your milk carton. Yeah, on a billboard. It could be just a cow somewhere in a commercial. You'll see a cow every day.
On average.
Yeah, so look for a cow.
Wow. Okay.
But now that lobsters are on your mind, maybe you are seeing lobsters more than someone who's not a 13 podcast listener.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I was seeing a lot of lobster stuff to the point where I had to stop myself from buying things because I was like, this really doesn't make sense if I buy it for a listener. They're going to be like, what is this? Also, I didn't have money. So, I mean, there were a lot of reasons I didn't buy all the lobster stuff. Same reason I saw a great shirt, but I did not buy it for you, Amy. But it's the thought that counts.
Yeah,
I'm thinking about telling you now.
Yeah.
It said, MILF. Man, I love folklore.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's a good one.
Man, I love folklore. That's great.
Yeah.
That's really good. As we get older, do you ever just feel like sometimes we lose our curiosity, like we're kind of done learning, we're done growing? Just because we're adults doesn't mean that we have to stop learning. You know, if there's something new that you've wanted to learn, whether that be gardening, a new language, maybe how to finally beat your best friend in bowling, therapy can help you reconnect with your sense of wonder because your back to school era can come at any age. Most recently, when I've been talking to my therapist, I focus a lot on my anxiety. And I've been telling her about how I find myself to feel better when I read. Specifically a fantasy genre, just because it has that escapism. And you can find that escapism in learning a new hobby, whether that be reading like myself, or like I said, you can learn a new language if you feel like it, or you can just expand your circle, maybe join a run club. If you're thinking of starting therapy, give BetterHelp a try. It's entirely online, designed to be convenient, flexible, and suited to your schedule. Just fill out a brief questionnaire to get matched with a licensed therapist and switch therapists at any time for no additional charge. Rediscover your curiosity with BetterHelp. Visit BetterHelp.com/Taylor Swift fan today to get 10% off your first month. That's BetterHelp, HELP.com/Taylor Swift fan.
But my friend was seeing all kind of Swiftie merch everywhere that we go, all the markets and stuff. And she's like, look, this is really cute. Don't you want this? And I said, I only buy my merch from Crafty Tea and Spinning Merch, but thanks.
That's right.
So
Exclusive.
Yeah, so I did not. But there were some really cool things there.
That's awesome. Did you? How did it go at the Black Dog?
I had a great time at the Black Dog. That is where I saw a lot of Swifties. My friend Angela, we get there, it's busy. You have to like either stand up or scout a seat or something. So she goes and makes friends with people immediately, gets a seat for me and another friend, and Swifties just everywhere, exchanging bracelets. I made 2 friends there, Daisy and Lucy, and they said that they were talking to people, to groups of Swifties going to concerts, and they're like, do you think we're getting a rep announcement? And those people were like, what are you talking about? And so I sat down with all these theories. I brought back Sagittarius. I mean, I was talking, and she was like, thank goodness, a Swiftie who's just as crazy as I am. And so at the end of the evening, I gave her, one of them, a friendship bracelet, and I said, I'm gonna guess this on personality. I can't remember the second one, but I had I want to kill her, and I gave it to one of them, and they were like, what the F is this? Like, what are you trying to say? And I was like, I thought you were a tortured poets girly. That's why I gave it to you. Like, you're not giving me psycho vibes. She was like, okay, well, that makes me feel a lot better. So that was a lot of fun, and I hope Daisy and Lucy are now listeners of the podcast.
That's awesome.
Yeah, so just in case, everybody say, hi, Daisy and Lucy.
Hi,
What up,
Daisy and Lucy.
Also
Welcome.
say hi to Mary Kay.
Hey,
Hi, Mary Kay.
Love the
And-
makeup.
And to Christine and her husband, Jeff.
Christine, Jeff, what's
Hi,
up?
Jeff. Hi, Jeff. Hi,
Yeah.
Christine.
And of course to Pippa and her fiance, James.
Hi, Pippa. Hi, James.
And I will explain all these great people later. I did get a friendship bracelet that said Lost Album Truther.
Yes, let's go.
Perfect.
I was going to ask if that's why you're wearing orange today.
You damn right. I'm wearing orange and blue is in the back.
Nice.
And it's because I'm feeling good. I'm on some new shit. I was at the Black Dog talking all these theories with Daisy and Lucy, and then I get back to the hotel and I'm looking through TikTok, and all of a sudden Sagittarius has resurfaced, and then I'm sending it to them. I'm like, look at me. I know. I know all of this. Look, didn't I just mention Sagittarius? Lots of rumors of TS12 coming, and I had already switched gears for my night that I was like, oh, we're not going to get Reputation. We're going to get TS12. And I really wanted it to happen because I wanted to be able to tell people, I've been telling you for 24 hours now, this is going to happen.
That's so funny and so on brand that, like, you went to London, rep, and here we are on the podcast, the 3 of us being like, oh, we hope Lacey gets a rep announcement, and you're over there like, TS12. That's so funny.
Yeah. I've flipped. There's so much cool Swiftie stuff going on right now, and other stuff that people were expecting, clowning on, that hasn't happened yet. So we'll see. She always keeps us on our toes.
Oh, she's the best.
Always keeps us on our toes. But y'all thought it was happening for a minute, didn't you?
Oh,
did.
yeah. Oh, definitely.
I
Yeah.
really did.
I
Twice. Like, the night that you were there and then the last night. Like, I was full clown train.
Yeah, it was a very exciting time. So let me set the scene before we talk about what happened at these shows. The city was crawling with celebrities. 13 Ty Wilson was there. The great Nikki King. Kardashian. I don't know, that really cool British dude. We all know who I'm talking about. Kardashian. He's really sweet. Anyway, Euro Sweetheart on TikTok. She's been keeping me fed with the goodness. Spoiler alert, I did meet her.
Oh, good.
And I told her about how, because of her, I was convinced about Sagittarius coming out, and I was waiting for that announcement. And I was a believer way back when. And she goes, oh, me too. And I said, well, I probably got it from you because I don't have any original ideas. I just scroll Swift Talk and see what I believe right now. JoJo from KC. August Head 13. The live stream queen Tess was in town. Chats and Reacts were there. Alex Day. Taylor Lautner. Robert Pattinson. Jack Antonoff. And the celeb that I think would be into me, not because I'm beautiful, but by Hollywood standards, but because I'm older and he's into older women. And if I were ever to give him my watermelon sugar, I would confidently be able to say, do the girls back home touch you like I do? Not a chance, Harry Styles. Did I run into some of the celebs I mentioned? I did.
Oh.
I did. Yeah. I'll let you know.
Whoa.
about that later. I do want to get to a brief aside before we get to more
Sure.
Taylor talk. I'm getting into all the Taylor talk. Okay. I want to tell y'all something really stupid that I did. Like the worst moment that I had there. So land early o'clock in the morning to avoid jet lag. You don't go to sleep.
Stay up.
Yeah, stay up. That's the
So
trick.
I mean, 7 a.m. on, just going.
Yeah.
Didn't stop till 11:30 midnight probably.
Whoa.
Yeah. So I'm at a pub right close to the hotel where we were staying, and it's a little different in London. Like I'm standing at the front door waiting. We're used to someone bringing us to a table, come sit here, whatever. Well, I'm standing at the front door waiting, and my friend goes to the bathroom. Well, I'm just standing there waiting, and I'm like, I feel out of place. I feel silly just standing here. Like, no one's going to come seat me.
Mm-hmm.
So I go up to the bar. There's a bunch of people waiting at the bar, and I see this gentleman, and I said, can I ask you a question? And then I said, well, I already asked you a question, so can I ask you another question? And he was like, sure. I said, can I just sit at one of these open tables, or are y'all supposed to seat me? Like, how does this work? I don't want to be rude and just take over a table. And he looks at me and he's like, I don't work here. And I said, but your vest. So, this guy was wearing a vest. Okay.
Uh-huh.
And it's not just, it looked like, I'm not trying to be a hater. I'm about to be a hater. But it looked like a vest that like your parents or your grandma would dress you up in to go take Christmas photos with the family as a kid, or like they'd make you wear at TGI Fridays or something. Like it wasn't a casual vest, and it wasn't like an ironic vest that had cats on it. Like it was a very loud vest. And I was like, oh, I'm sorry. Your vest threw me off. And then I was like, I mean, I like your vest. And we both knew I was lying, but then I don't know how to get out of this. So I'm just insulting this man to his face unintentionally while I'm wearing plaid pants. Like, who the F am I to be making fun of someone's outfit as I'm boldly wearing plaid pants?
I thought you were going to say you were, well, I'm wearing a vest.
Invested.
But he was still nice enough to tell me, he's like, you can sit at any table that you want. I was like, thank you, vested man. So I feel just stupid and like a big a-hole. I'm here insulting someone to his face as I'm asking him for help. My friend comes back from the bathroom, and I was like, will you please check out this dude and like tell me I'm not crazy. I'm not very off to think that he worked here and someone made him dress like this. And she looked and she's like, no, I understand. That guy will never, ever wear that vest again.
Because that American girl at the bar one night
Yeah.
made fun of me.
I felt very bad and very stupid and very American.
Maybe he could tell that you were like flustered.
Did he know that I was tired and from Texas and all out of my element?
Definitely
had
knew
been
you were
lost
American.
all day. Yeah, no, I felt like such
That's
an a-hole.
unfortunate.
Yeah, so I just sat there and drank away my shame for a little bit, and then he left, and that's whenever I was like, look, that's a vested guy. So I think, yeah, that was my big shameful moment
That's
of
fine.
the trip.
That's
Yeah,
not
that's
too
not
bad.
bad.
And you'll never see that guy again. I've been mistaken before at an establishment. I went to Target one day after church.
In a
and
red shirt.
I was wearing a red polo and khaki pants. And like 3 people asked me questions about where certain things are.
Have
Like,
you
I'm
ever
sorry.
worn a red shirt
Nope.
and khaki
Nope.
pants to Target
Never.
again?
Never
Or just
again.
just in general.
Uh-uh.
That's so funny. It's like kind of like at Best Buy, it'd be like a blue polo.
Yeah,
and khaki
absolutely.
pants. Oh, that's good.
All right, so should we start getting down to the nitty gritty of what happened in London, surprise songs, and all that?
Yes.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. Like we said, we were just going to kind of do our usual recap, but Lacey will chime in with little.
So interject.
Yes, with little anecdotes. Before we do this, do we all agree on the punishment for this game? Because the scores have been tallied by our official scorekeeper, Katie.
I mean, is it right to disagree now? I don't think it is.
You were
I was
you were
for
for it before.
I was. I'm still for it. But I mean, I why ask? I mean, I think
I just
we're
need to
stuck.
make sure we're all on the same page.
I was there when Reputation, Taylor's version, was almost announced. Do we really think that it's fair to have me not listen to the vault tracks?
We don't know the score yet.
Yes, the punishment that has been on the table for the last couple weeks has been that the losing team can't listen to the Reputation Taylor's version vault tracks until after the winning team listens. So we were saying that we can get together for a live listening party for the vault tracks and figure out some sort of way where like the winning team wears headphones and the losers don't, or vice versa. Like, you know, some sort of way to get it to work, which is an awful punishment, but it's so good at the same time. So that's been the punishment that's been on the table. Like, we've all been kind of like, ee! But is it also just too late to come up with something else because the leg is over?
We have had quite a while to figure something
Yeah.
out, and we haven't yet.
I think we have to stay with it.
Right.
Unless there's one other person who doesn't want to.
Or the losing team can wear really silly vests. That's a great punishment. That's a great punishment. Go out to a restaurant and have people try to ask you for seats.
Oh my gosh, that's
That
so
would
embarrassing.
be a really good punishment, right? Thank you, Amy. Just needed one person.
I don't know.
to back me
Nick,
up.
you're the one that, you know, stands for the integrity of the game.
I do.
That's true.
I do. I would say I think we kind of agreed on this punishment before. And also, I don't think I was privy to the first conversation that y'all had about this. And I think y'all thought that it was a good idea submitted by a listener. I think the reason why some people are trying to wiggle out of it is because it's a legitimate punishment. Like
Yeah.
it's an actual
Punishment,
which is kind of what we're going for.
Yeah.
But also, speaking of the integrity of the game, we could have had so many more points if we would have added mashups to it. But someone has to be over there just keeping count of all his correct answers and say, no, we can't get more points whenever you could correctly guess mashups, because we could have been way more ahead of than we are right now, Nick, assuming that we lost.
Nick, you were on fire.
But I mean,
the
you
European
say
ladder.
that,
Yeah, he
but
was.
so could this other team also.
Yeah. And also keeping score wise, that would have been kind of a nightmare. So kind
I'm
of
always
glad we
for
did
the
that.
easiest and simplest thing. That's what I'm here for. The least confusing route. That's what I say.
I just think for the integrity of the game, this is a punishment that we have kind of been on for the last couple weeks, and nobody has thrown out any alternatives.
Sure.
So,
We don't know who won yet.
and like that's so
We
crazy.
don't even know.
Like it's so crazy. It's so crazy.
All
Anyway,
right, so what
okay,
happened?
All right.
What was our point totals going into London? Do we know that?
So yes, going into London,
Leg two.
Look What You Made Me duo, Nick and myself, we had 26 points, and thank you, Amy. Amy and Lacey had 23.5 points. So then Taylor was set to do 5 more nights in London, and like it was anyone's game, because we kind of all knew that we were going to guess like the same songs. We were going to have a lot of overlap, but then ultimately we just kind of have to depend on which night we guessed it and who guessed right. And we all scored across the board, all of us in London. So London night 4, that's when Ed Sheeran came out and did the mashup of Everything Has Changed, Endgame, and Thinking Out Loud. Regret not guessing Thinking Out Loud.
Yeah.
And then a mashup of King of My Heart and The Alchemy. So that night, Nick got a half point for guessing Endgame.
Woohoo.
You had guessed that later on. So that put us at 26.5. Any stories from
Yeah,
night 4?
well, that's cool and all, but I got a message one night from a lobster that said she was traveling by herself and wanted to know if I wanted to hang out with her at the concert. And so
Like, go to
I
the concert?
said, well, if I just wanted to hang out in general. So she told me she was traveling by herself, and I was like, what a badass. I wouldn't want to go to a country by myself. And heck yeah, let's hang out. Ends up she was traveling with her grandmother. Didn't know that I love grandmothers. I did not get to meet this grandmother. A little bit salty about that. But she still ventured out on her own. Her name is Mary Kay. That is a first name and a last name.
How
But
cool.
then
Oh.
Mary Kay and Lacey G.
That's
Oh,
very
very
cute.
Kind
Love
of
it.
cool.
Love it.
Kind of cool.
That's very cute.
Yeah, we were like twin flames right away.
Adorable.
Yeah, we went to the V&A exhibit where we saw Taylor Swift's outfits on display from all of her different eras. They even had the blue dress from the Eras Tour movie premiere.
Cool.
Really cool. The Fortnite dress,
Oh, awesome.
a typewriter.
Very cool.
Who uses typewriters anyway? I Bet You Think About Me dress and many others. It was beautiful. It was a nice prequel trying to warm up to get ready to go to the Eras Tour eventually. And then we went outside and ate these colorful cupcakes that had a butterfly on it that was so beautiful that we only bought because it looked like lover cupcake.
Yeah.
They knew what they were doing. It was so beautiful. Someone asked, is the butterfly edible? And I was like, I don't know. So I ate it. And I don't know if it was edible or not. It was not tasty. So then I washed it down with some water, and I did not pay attention to what water I grabbed. And it was sparkling water and not distilled. And that was a surprise. And I almost spit it out, but I didn't, just because I wasn't expecting
Right.
it.
Yeah, it's that shock.
Yeah. And I mean, I've been hot. I'm thirsty. I just want to quench myself with some nice water, and it's the wrong kind. And but I did not spit it out. And then later that evening is whenever we went to the Black Dog and had a really, really good time with my friend Mary Kay and Angela and my new friends Daisy and Lacey.
That's so cute.
And we had a really good time.
Oh, that's so amazing. I did take a screenshot because you sent us your location, and I took a screenshot of you at the Black Dog.
Oh, and Nick, I did have people tell me
What?
to get you a hat.
Did you give me a hat?
I got you a hat.
Yay! Thank you. I'll Venmo you.
Mary Kay got you a hat.
Oh, that was nice.
And then I knew that I put it in a particular spot so I wouldn't forget it. And I looked in all the spots, and I looked in my car, and did I set it on a counter? And where my house isn't messy right now, so there's only a couple places it could be.
Sure.
And I couldn't find it, but I haven't unpacked yet, so that I went through my big luggage. I couldn't find it, and then I went through my big luggage again, and then I just ripped everything apart, and I found it.
Yay!
So here's your hat.
Thank you. All right. Yay. Thought you were going to say you came back and you found it and all your underwear was stuffed in it from the trip or something.
I thought you were going to say that you forgot it in
Oh,
London.
that's so
Look at this. This is a great hat,
Yay,
Lacey.
so
Thank you.
cute.
I'll Venmo you.
I was afraid
How
that
many
I
pounds
did
was this?
lose it. I don't know. I also
Love
had
it.
a listener ask if I could get a shirt. She wanted a shirt from there and wanted to give it to her best friend. And I said, I haven't gone yet. I've heard Nick gave me an order. Let me look. And they did not have shirts there. So I had to tell her to look online. But I was going to. I was gonna come home with a bunch of merch for Nick and other people who placed orders. And I'm sorry I didn't get you the MILF shirt, Amy, but
It's
I
okay.
love you.
I love you too.
But I love you.
Thank you, Lacey. I love it. This is a great hat.
Yeah,
Thank you,
really
Mary
cool.
Kay. Mary Kay.
Thank you, Mary Kay.
Mary Kay got it.
That is
I'll
so
Venmo you,
cute.
Mary Kay.
So cute, so cute. Okay, so London Night 5, that was on Friday. That was the night that Taylor told the crowd that she loves the English. And she played London Boy, followed by a mashup of Dear John and Sad, Beautiful, Tragic. And like Lacey mentioned earlier, it was just absolutely epic to do that combination. We all guessed London Boy at some point, but Nick and Amy had guessed it on the correct night.
All right.
So that's points for you guys. And then Lacey, you and I had guessed it on different nights. So we just got half points there. London Night 6. Lacey, first of all, we need to talk about your outfit, Eras Tour outfit.
Well, before we get there. Saturday, Eras Tour Day. I wake up all excited. My friend Angela is still trying to get tickets, and Mary Kay's texting me, has Angela gotten tickets yet? And I'm like, I don't know. I'm getting ready to go, and best of luck. I love you, Angela. I grab my stuff. I go get ready, and I go to Pippa's house. Pippa got the tickets. She got VIP tickets,
Very
which
cool.
was a big, pretty VIP box filled with cool pictures, a lanyard, all this great stuff that I get to experience once again when it's mailed to me because I left it at her house. Thanks, Pippa. I appreciate it. Thank you, girl. Pippa made a proper English breakfast
Cute.
Very nice.
with bacon and sausage,
Love.
which is different there. Very different. It's not, the bacon's not like crispy pork bacon.
Like Canadian bacon.
Yeah, I guess. And the sausage is a little different too. It was fabulous though. Eggs, hash brown, toast, so delicious. We got ready together. Mary Kay, the solo concert goer, didn't want to go by herself, so she also came to Pippa's house. Pippa was dressed like a sexy marshmallow in a
okay.
puffy white beaded dress. Her mom told her whenever she tried on the dress, she was like, "You look like a marshmallow." And I said, "If you look like a marshmallow, it's a sexy marshmallow." Like,
I was
you're
going to
not
say, is this a
just-
good marshmallow?
Yeah.
Bad marshmallow?
Yeah. She was looking like she was in her bridal era for
cute.
sure. Mary Kay was wearing a newspaper-esque dress, giving the
Oh,
rep
so
vibes.
cute.
Yeah.
I was wearing a half suit, half sequin thing that was giving me tortured yet girly pop. To be honest, it looked a lot better online than it did on me, but I was committed.
No, the pictures were so cute.
They were.
It was fine. It was fine. And fiance James was dressed in his red era attire, wearing a hat that said something like "Real men listen to Taylor Swift." And I had seen that in the bedroom, and I thought like he just owned that. And then later he put it on for the concert, and I was like, a little bit disappointed you didn't own that beforehand. Like I thought that was just everyday wear, not
Right.
Eras tour wear. And then we went off to Wembley Stadium. We took an Uber, and at one point, we're on the left side of the interstate, and there's like 6 lanes, 3 lanes veering off to the left, 3 veering off to the right in another direction. Pippa mentioned we should be in the lanes to the right, but we're all the way in the lanes to the left, and we're in bumper-to-bumper traffic. So I'm thinking, like, too late, doesn't matter now. There's no way we're getting over. So I thought. The Uber driver maneuvered the car very gracefully across all 6 lanes, got in the right lane. No one honked. No one T-boned. No one cussed. It was so beautiful. And I was thinking, if this was Texas, like you'd have to live in the left lane now. You're not getting over.
Yeah, Texas could never.
Someone would spitefully hit you just because it's like, what do you think you're doing? You're creating your own driving laws over here. Get out of the way.
Yeah.
I was very, very impressed with that. And because of that move, we got to Wembley at a really nice time.
Good.
Great.
Instead of being forever late.
Oh, great.
Love that.
Well, Lacey, how did you react when Taylor got up there during the surprise songs with her guitar and she was like, I think it's time that I play a song that I have not played on the Eras tour just yet, and then proceeded to play I Did Something Bad.
Wow.
That was insane.
It was insane.
On the night you were there.
That you were there. I was screaming. Like, I almost thought that you could hear me screaming from all the way over here.
We were super close to the stage. We were standing room, very close to the stage. I saw a lot of her pretty iconic moves right in front of me. Taylor Swift working the whole stage, the whole stadium. I saw iconic moves like her and the whole team of dancers whenever they parade down the entire stage to give away the 22 hat.
Yeah.
Which wasn't to me.
No.
Again, it was to some ridiculously cute kid, and I mean, whatever, probably deserved it more than me. But I was there up close to see her come out in the rep suit once again.
Yeah.
Everybody thinks like that's going to be the big announcement. I disagree. I think she's going to come out in the same rep suit whenever she announces it, and then we'll change after that, because that would be the announcement if you come out. Or so we think. I don't know. We thought I Did Something Bad was going to be the announcement.
Yeah, we have no idea.
Saw TTBD live for the first time. Phenomenal. Beautiful.
Yeah, I bet it was great.
Yeah.
Felt so high school, abducted by joy. It was great. There were blue and orange lights. All the wristbands were blue and orange. I'm like,
During
that-
what?
During TTBD.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm. I don't know if that's all the time. I was questioning everything. Like, she's wearing gloves during I Can Do It With a Broken Heart. Is she always wearing gloves? I know at one point that was like a big deal that she did wear gloves. I don't know. Just question everything. Acoustic set time, she's in orange.
Yeah. I
We're like, here you go.
I was like, this might be it. This
Here
might be
you go. And then she says, I'm going to play a song I haven't played before. So I said, well, obviously she's going to play Cassandra. I thought she meant like a song I have not played before.
Oh, like all together, not just
Like
on this
ever,
tour.
ever.
Mm-hmm. So I thought it was going to be Cassandra. So then I was surprised. Nick Adams, if you will play Taylor's surprise song intro, I was very surprised whenever I heard this.
I'm going to do a song I've never done on the tour that's one of my favorite songs ever, just because you're that awesome and you deserve something of this caliber. You never trust a narcissist. Don't grab one bit 'cause you had it coming.
So we were dying.
I was dying.
We were dying.
We were dying. We were texting you like crazy in our group. We were like, Lacey! Oh my God, is it something bad?
We were dying. Were we the chosen ones? What is happening here? Then she starts singing the song and she doesn't. But I did. Don't you worry about it. There was still a group of us. We're keeping up with it. And yeah, it was amazing. Perfect. I still, even in that moment, I didn't believe because I was like, I'm loved. I know Taylor Swift loves me personally, but I didn't feel like that was just going to be my day, but I don't know. I don't know. Then she walked over to the piano, no words, just started playing My Boy Only Breaks His Favorite Toys and mashed it up with Coney Island. And I can't help but think that entire set was just for me. Obviously, unlike the 22 hat, she knows I'm a rep girly, so she played I Did Something Bad for Me. You're welcome, everyone else that was in attendance. That was clearly for me. She also knew that the 13 podcast had just broken down My Boy Only Breaks His Favorite Toys.
Yeah.
So that's very fitting.
Yeah.
And I have said several times that Coney Island is a new favorite of mine that crept back up on my playlist.
Yeah, that is true. You have said that.
I've been saying that for a long time. So that whole performance was a serenade to me.
Yes, it
Much
was.
like she has done several times for Travis Kelce. And everyone else was just there to witness our special moment. So thank you, Taylor. I did get the message. I got the message. I think that's what she was saying to me whenever she's walking around stage and she's pointing at me.
Yes.
She was trying to let me know, you're not getting the 22 hat, but you wait for this special song set because this one's just for you.
I love that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's incredible.
I'm not delusional.
No.
Yeah. That was
We
was
all
for me.
thought it.
Yeah.
This is for Lacey.
We were like, that was for you. I was like, I don't care what anyone says. That was for you. That was unbelievable that out of any night, that's the one that you were at when she did I Did Something
Yeah.
Bad. Like, everything in this podcast has been leading up to that moment. Like, that's epic. And I loved it so much. I was so happy. I was so happy.
But we were hopeful because it was the first original end of tour for this
Yeah,
leg.
that's
Right.
true. That's true.
So is she going to give it to us? Then the night before, though, she was out and about in London carrying around some bag, and the name of the bag was Tuesday.
Oh, yeah.
So it was looking like it wasn't going to be us. Then she did that. Then we're like, oh my God, it is us. It is us. And then it wasn't us, but it was still a message to me.
Yeah.
And I
Yes.
received it, and I love you, and I appreciate it, Taylor.
Yes. So
Yeah.
as far as points go, Lacey, you had I Did Something Bad for that night, of course, and so did I. So we both got, and I picked that because you were going to be there. Like, that's the only reason that I picked it for that night. So thank you for giving us a point. And then I also had My Boy Only Breaks His Favorite Toys, but for a different night. So we got a half point there. So just like points every night,
Yeah.
like wildfire. And then she took a break on Sunday, but then came back on Monday for London Night 7. And that's when she did like a acoustic set love letter to the fans, because she did a mashup of Long Live and Change, which like already had me in tears. And then on the piano, she did a matchup of The Archer and You're on Your Own, Kid. Like, that was for the fans. Like, that was for the Swifties. That was so stunning and so beautiful. And then I saw people thinking like, okay, like Long Live and You're on Your Own, Kid. Yes. Change. And then somebody noticed that Long Live, The Archer, and You're on Your Own, Kid are all songs that were on the set list at one point but got taken off. And then adding Change, some Swifties online were like, does this mean she's going to change the set list? So
And then she
did. Yeah. So points wise, I had You're on Your Own Kid for a different night, so that was a half point for us.
So now y'all are 4 points up on us. I mean, if I'm trying to keep it up in my head.
But don't worry, Amy. I did not catch any confetti Saturday night while I was at the show. Taylor Swift did end up wrapping up midnight set, ended it with Karma and confetti. I love confetti. It's so beautiful.
And spaghetti.
Yes.
But the way that they do the confetti, it almost seems like it's pointed to where it doesn't go out to the crowd, doesn't go out everywhere. Like they kind of keep it more controlled so they can clean it
Clean it
up.
up easier.
Oh, that makes sense.
Yeah. But I wanted some confetti, and I'm not going to pick confetti up off the floor because I'm special, even though I don't deserve a 22 hat sometimes. And I did know that I wanted some confetti, so I chased it down, and I caught one piece of confetti with my hand open. I almost ran over some people getting it, but I got a piece of pink confetti, and it's now in my phone case.
Cute.
Oh, fun.
Yeah. And then afterwards, we went to the White Horse where I got to mingle and meet other Swifties, including Nikki King.
Ooh, hey, Nikki.
Got to meet her for the first time ever. Euro sweetheart Courtney, Alex Day, a lobster named Christine, and her husband Jeff,
Hey, Christine and Jeff.
Hi, Christine and Jeff.
who I ran into later. They were a lot of fun. I met a Swiftie from Chicago that brought her son, and they went 3 nights of the Eras
Oh,
tour.
wow.
Oh,
That's
so
awesome.
great.
There were a lot of people who did that, who came to London and only went to the Eras tour shows.
that was what they were doing.
Yeah.
Had no time for anything else. They traveled, came for the shows.
As they should.
The mom was a tiny bit mad at the son because the son had to be back in school. And she was like, if he didn't have to be in school, we would be here for all of it. And I was like, if she announces rep, your mom's going to be mad at you for the rest of your life. Like, you better get straight A's.
But that's so fun that you got to hang out with everybody.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun. And we were at the White Horse, which was so fitting, playing Swiftie music, Taylor Swift music all night. We're all singing and dancing and sharing theories. And it was so much fun. We did not want to leave. We didn't want the night to end. So they kicked us out because eventually it's time to go. London doesn't play whenever it's closing time. Like, I'm glad that you're having a good time, but bye.
They should play It's Time to Go by Taylor Swift.
Yeah. So eventually we did have to get out of there.
Oh, how awesome. Mm-hmm. All right. And then the last night in London night 8. So, yes, she did change the set list because Florence Welch from Florence and the Machine was a surprise guest, not during the surprise song section, but during the Tortured Poets section for Florida. And I have so thoroughly enjoyed watching like reaction videos because it's like such a genuine reaction. Like, I've seen so many there's one video of like somebody taking a picture of Taylor and she like finishes like singing So High School and she's standing there and then the person recording is like, hold on, what? and then she's just like, you can beat the heat, and it's just people just start going nuts. Wah! And the camera like turns to the friend, and it's just like zoomed in like on her face.
They hadn't zoomed out from when they were on Taylor.
Right, so it's like zoomed in like on her face, and she was like, "It's Florida," and it's like the cutest reaction ever. There's like another video from like another part of the crowd where as soon as she started singing it, like at the first like note, everybody in the crowd just goes, "What? Like, oh my god, just absolutely insane! What a performance!
Yeah, it was great.
What a performance!" So I'm really curious if it's like
Gonna
stay on the set list. It's just like
I don't think so.
You had said the dancers all had choreography.
yeah, it was like a
and-
full production.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You
so
know?
maybe. I mean, obviously not with Florence. That would make sense, but
But she could still do. I mean,
yeah.
Post Malone's not there every night. She
Right.
still does Fortnite.
Anna, you're talking about videos of her singing Florida. There's one angle that I really loved. It was someone who was on the floor. And so people from where your seat is, you're seeing different things that other seats can't see. So,
Yeah.
the floor is opening up and Florence is coming out and stuff like that. And so some people can't see that. So other people in the crowd are screaming and chanting and cheering, and people on the floor are like, what? What else is happening? Like,
Yeah,
what
that I
else
can't see.
that I can't see? And it was just really exciting and fun to see.
Yeah, that's so. Oh my gosh, unbelievable! The performance was insane. I I've grown to like the song Florida more and more every time I listen to it, but that performance like skyrocketed the way that I feel about that song. Like, and it's been stuck in my head. I'm actually wearing a friendship bracelet today that says Florida. Just because it was so special. So that was crazy. And then for the surprise songs, and we were all watching on the live stream. Like, I was watching the whole show. I'm pretty sure that Amy, you were watching the whole show too. And I saw on Twitter because people were saying that Jack Antonoff was there, like, for the show, and then he left the VIP tent. And I even texted all you guys being like, Jack Antonoff was spotted leaving the VIP tent. I'm still betting on a getaway car performance. Like, I was like, there's no way they're not going to do it. So they did a mashup of Death by a Thousand Cuts and Getaway Car. But the best part was when they recreated the making of the song.
Yes, so because you're waiting for them to get to that bridge. We all know the viral video. We've seen it for years of them working out the lyrics live in person, and they go back and forth. And every time I need to get away car, ha!
Yeah.
And they did it. They reenacted it, and they were having so much fun on stage together.
Which is so cute because Jack Antonoff has performed Getaway Car with Taylor before as a surprise song on the Eras tour. And remember, last time they did it, you could tell that Jack kind of wanted to like do it, but Taylor like didn't go for it because people were kind of making fun of like Jack wants to be silly, but Taylor's a professional. Like, that was like the whole joke. But you can tell that they like planned it, rehearsed it, which is just iconic.
I don't know. You can kind of tell that they were probably gonna be silly for a second because they had an extra microphone there, and then Jack is walking up to an extra microphone at the time when this is going to most likely happen. Yeah. And everyone lost their minds. It was great.
It was so great. And then she went over to the piano and did, of course, So Long London. Perfection. Mwah. Unbelievable. So Amy, Lacey, and myself, we all had So Long London for the last night. So there's points there.
And just before we get to the totals that no one really cares about.
No one cares.
I care.
Okay.
I would like to play our friend Emily Seabaugh posted this on TikTok, and I thought it was very fitting because we have been clowning for a long, long time, especially over these last few days for Reputation.
Today was embarrassing, you were a clown. You even wore that bright, ugly red wig. You were sure that rep was coming, but you got it wrong again. Today was embarrassing.
She's wearing a clown wig and a clown nose.
That's pretty great. That was our surprise song, actually. That's great.
But I mean, how great was that to close out the tour, and then that's still not even it.
That's not even it.
That's still not even it because she debuted I Can Do It With a Broken Heart behind the scenes video.
Yeah.
So cool.
And
what a great video.
And it was so cool because they screened it at Wembley Stadium. Like, after everybody was off stage, after Taylor takes her final bow and everything, they screened it like on the screens there, which is so insanely special. I did see some Swifties that were so upset that they were like, no, I had already left. Like, I didn't know. But I saw that people were like already posting videos like of the screen. I scrolled past them because I was like, spoilers.
I did too. Yeah.
Spoilers, because we only had to wait 30 minutes, which was like really, really cool and really nice. But the music video, it's all behind the scenes footage of the Eras tour, which is like so crazy to think that while on the Eras tour, she wrote the song, wrote the album, incorporated it into the Eras tour, had all of this, created the music video, and then premiered the music video at the Eras tour. Like, that's absolute insanity and legendary and unreal. And it made me so emo. Like,
I know.
Like, in a good way. Like, it made me so emotional of, like, just how special this tour has been.
Yeah.
I mean, it's been going on for a year and a half. Like,
it's a huge chunk of her life.
Huge.
Yeah.
And of ours.
Yeah, I mean, what I just loved, what I got out of the video is I love that she's giving us that behind the scenes peek. But I'm just thinking, okay, she had the forethought. This music video took months to film because, there was all the different practices and the choreography and everything like that. And so she's filming a behind-the-scenes video of the biggest surprise of the biggest tour in history. That she's adding a completely new album, a completely new set to the biggest tour in history. Like, it was just so cool to see, oh, wow, this is how it works. And you get to see her sliding around under the stage and high-fiving all of her crew. And it was really cool.
Yeah.
And it's kind of like also just a love letter to her crew, her dancers, her fans, and everything like that. So it's just what a great little way to cap off the end of the European tour.
Yeah, especially because, I mean, we know Taylor works so hard, but so does her entire team. Like, her dancers, her crew, her film crew. Like, it's unreal how hard just that entire group of people work. Like, and they give us the best. Like, it's so, I can't imagine not being a Swiftie. Like, I just can't. Like, life must be so boring.
And you all keep saying music video, but it's actually an official video. It doesn't say official music video like her other videos do. And also, I Can Do It With a Broken Heart is trademarked, whereas the music videos will be trademarked Taylor Swift and not trademark the actual name. So people are thinking this is just clues to a documentary that's coming. This just shows that there has been big time footage, like great footage taken the whole time. It opens up with her at Arlington Stadium where we all were, which was whenever she kicked it off with a broken heart, which is
crazy.
Just so, Then there's a part where she looks like she's sitting down on the stage playing a piano, but people are like, is she playing a piano or is she a cat that's kneading at the blankets? Yeah. And then different clues that are in the video. 213 is a date that comes up, or numbers that come up very often in that video. There's orange feathers with the I Can Do It With a Broken Heart. That's never been seen before. So people are wondering, what clues are there? Is it very telling that it doesn't say official music video like it does all the other ones? And I think so. I think that there's more to this that we will see at some point.
I wonder, I guess I'd have to look back because she's done this for all of her tours. Like, New Romantic's music video is tour footage. Sparks Fly, I think, is tour footage. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's not the first time that she's done tour footage, behind the scenes footage as a music video, so I'd have to go back and look. But yeah, there's definitely, I mean, there's been camera crews everywhere. Like, there was camera crews like outside of the stadium. Like, we didn't see that footage, you know. There was camera crews following her mom around. There was also like camera crews at the All Too Well film premiere, you know. Like, I'm curious if eventually we'll get a documentary about not just the Eras tour, but just the entire Taylor's version, like, era.
Yeah, that'd be great.
You know, that would be awesome. I've said it before, I'll say it again. Docuseries called Taylor's Version, where each episode is a different era. I love it.
Good idea.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I've been manifesting it. Yeah, just so awesome. Like, she's just unreal. I can't be more thankful for her. But yes, so to go back to our surprise song game.
Well, before we get there, because nobody really cares about the totals, right?
I care.
Let's KJ Miller on TikTok explains why Taylor Swift's concerts are so different, and I think that this hits different.
You never learn anything else about Taylor Swift. Please know this. This woman has sung all but something like 10 of her songs at this point in the Eras tour, okay? We're almost 2 years in. She has sung all but, again, call it 10 songs from her discography. Her discography is about 250 tracks, okay? Because every night she gets on stage and sings at least 2, sometimes more surprise songs, which means every night when she gets on stage, she's giving you a different show than any of the other shows she has done before. Your faves are not doing this. I promise you they're not. And it's not because they're lazy. Some of them are. But for a lot of them, it's not because they're lazy. It's because they're sane. They're sane. What she's doing is insane. This is what I want you to know. She's insane. Performing a different track list every night is insane. And it's not just because every night she has to like think to herself, what are all the chords I'm about to play? What are all the lyrics I'm about to sing? And mind you, her songs are chock full of lyrics, okay? The words per song, I think, top the charts. Put that to the side. The mental fortitude it takes to go into every single concert knowing I now have to deliver a concert that is different from the other 100 concerts I have given. The mental fortitude that takes, I'm telling you, this woman is not sane. She's not sane. And I mean that with so much love. I say that as someone who, if I met her, I would definitely cry and possibly die because that's how much love I have for her. She's not a sane person. She's not of this world, okay? Please, if you know nothing else about her, know that.
Oh my God.
Well
She's
said.
insane.
Thank you, KJ Miller, for explaining why her concerts are so different and why she performs so many different songs throughout her entire career. And there's so many songs to choose from. There's a lot of songs to choose from. So it's really hard to correctly guess the songs.
Very
Right?
tough. I know.
Yeah,
Speaking as someone who's lost several times,
that's true.
it's difficult.
Not this time, though.
Well, we don't know that for sure yet.
Well,
I
Nick,
mean,
Nick, you killed it in Europe.
You did.
You guys spend all your look. This is going to backfire on me during the U.S. leg that she's about to do. Y'all might think I'm lazy. I'm not picking songs
You're just
based
sane.
on what national day it is, which dates add up to some number that Taylor mentioned when she was 12 in an interview with Oprah. I'm not thinking that hard about it. I'm just thinking what are fun songs that I would love to hear.
I think one of the best moments, and this wasn't on the record because this was like before we started recording, when Nick and I were talking about our London surprise songs before we recorded our predictions episode. Nick told me, he looked at me and he said, "Oh, should I put Florida for the last night because she's going to go to Florida? And should I put like with Florence?" And I said, "Nick."
I was
No.
like, yeah, she'd be like foreshadowing, like, I'll see you in Florida.
See you in
like,
Florida. And I was like, no, because then she's going to be in Florida. Like, no.
Then she'll sing it. It makes way more sense.
I was
there.
like, absolutely not. That is the silliest suggestion you've ever had. And that's exactly what happened. And I was just like LOLing.
But that's okay.
Thinking about it.
But if I did guess it,
It wouldn't have mattered.
it wouldn't have been a point. It wouldn't have counted.
No.
No, it would have.
No, not in my mind.
Why? We've done that before.
Y'all did it, and I agreed to it. I think for the integrity of the points, since it wasn't in the surprise song
Okay, Nick.
section,
Well, you wouldn't need it.
I wouldn't have
anyways.
accepted the point.
It's funny how like this didn't happen and you're still mad. But I did post about it on by the way, our new Instagram account
Yes.
at the 13TS podcast. I posted that like as a little tidbit, little behind the scenes that we had that conversation. And some of our listeners responded being like, he should still get the point.
Because I thought it.
Just for
I should
thinking
get
it. Just for thinking it. But yes, so for the European leg, this was a long leg of the tour, and we knew that going into it.
Long leg.
Long leg of this.
It's a long podcast. I'm getting slap happy.
So we have an official scorekeeper, a listener named Katie,
Katie.
because only a couple of times have I done the math wrong on the score.
Always in your favor, though. It's crazy how it
It
works.
always hurts me.
It is genuinely always just a mistake. I've never done that on purpose. But we have an official scorekeeper, Katie, and she messaged me this morning with the official score, which I will say was the same score that I had added up. But it is really nice to know that somebody else is fact checking. So
I would like to note that I held up 8 fingers earlier and still did not know that it was 8 fingers. I still argued with myself over 8 fingers. I'm even holding up 8. No, I'm not. Hold on. How many fingers? Yeah, so I'm gonna defer to you and Katie on this one.
yes. So how do we do this? The winners, the losers? How do we announce? I mean, it's obvious, but
The winner. You can just say the.
yeah, the winning team with 32.5 points is the Look What You Made Me Duo. What?
No way.
This is crazy.
Really?
This is not us?
Anna,
Us?
congratulations. You did great.
This is the highlight of my
great.
senior year.
This is wonderful.
This is awesome.
As someone who's lost before, it sucks to lose, and I've never won before.
Congratulations,
That was
Nick.
great.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thanks, teammate.
Congratulations. This is awesome. Hey, you did great.
Thanks.
You,
I did pretty
you
good.
Did great.
I did all right.
And thank you, Amy. You guys finished with 28.5 points. That's
Hey,
still
that's
a lot of
respectable.
points.
That is a lot
That's
of
a
correct
lot of
guesses.
points. That's a lot of points. I don't know.
Out
I
of
don't know.
all of her songs, we got 28 of them right,
That is a lot.
Amy.
That's a lot.
28.5.
And a half.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm
So
sorry that I brought us down.
No, it's not you. It's us. And we lost. So we get the punishment.
Yes, whenever that may be. Whenever Reputation Taylor's version is in our possession.
Yeah, that could be in like 2 years from
Yeah,
now.
we don't know when that'll be.
We don't know when it'll be.
We don't know when that will be, but whenever that day comes, we will have a live listening party for the vault tracks, and we'll figure out we'll figure out the logistics of it.
Yeah.
But it'll be awesome.
Oh gosh, we'll have to sit. You and me will have to sit there with headphones listening, and they're gonna have to sit right next to
And
us.
we're gonna be like,
without headphones for 30 minutes.
Anna just brought up a really good point, though. She said, whenever Reputation is coming. Thank goodness we didn't say the next album that Taylor Swift is going to release,
true.
because we are getting TS12. we are getting TS12, and it's going to be purple and orange aesthetic.
Okay.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
a lilac.
Maybe Sagittarius will be the name of it. She did debut the new Midnight's bodysuit
Oh my God, I'm obsessed with it.
that had the moon and was very Sagittarius right there. If she is resetting a timeline, which is something that's been discussed before, then we would get another album before Reputation. If Karma, assuming the Karma theory, the lost album Truther, then we might be getting a new album before we get Reputation. Would it be the original Karma? Would Karma be vault tracks? Who knows? Who can think like Taylor Swift? Certainly not me. I can't guess all the right songs or anything. But yeah.
Hey,
so
you
we'll
guessed
see.
an album once. You guessed Tortured Poets.
Yeah.
Mhm.
We didn't.
Yeah.
And a double album drop, but
Yeah.
who's counting?
Mhm.
And now this
You are.
album. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I
Yeah,
know.
baby, who's counting? Yeah, the punishment is for Reputation Taylor's version specifically.
Yes.
So now Taylor is on a very, very well-deserved break until October, where she will pick the tour back up in Miami, Florida. So we have until then to figure out what we want to do for the final leg of the show. If we want to do teams that switch up the teams, if
Right.
we want to go back to playing individually, we're going to have to think of the final punishment for the last leg. Because I think it runs from October to December. So not as long as this one. This was the longest leg of the tour. So
Oof. Exciting
Yes.
stuff.
I'll
Well,
brainstorm.
awesome.
it's been a pleasure, Lacey. We're so glad that you had a blast in London.
And we're so
Way to
happy
go.
you're back.
What a trip.
Thank you. It was a really good time. And thank you to all the lobsters who reached out to me. A lot of people reached out, super excited that I did something bad. There were a lot of excited people that wanted to celebrate and just say, I thought of you immediately. So I thought that was a lot of fun. I did think it was happening for a moment.
Oh, so did we.
Everybody.
Everybody did. Yeah. Yeah. Before we go, I just want to remind everybody that we do have a new Instagram account at the 13TS podcast. Pretty much just unsuccessful with getting our old one back. So at the 13TS podcast is our new Instagram account. We are still doing a giveaway. As long as you follow us before September 13th, we will be selecting a follower on September 13th, someone at random, to receive an autographed CD of the Tortured Poets Department. So be sure to follow us. Be sure to tell your friends. Please, please, please tell your friends. Spread the news about our new account, because I'm still trying to just build it up. I'm working really hard on it, so I would appreciate anything. But yeah, at the 13TS podcast. But we're also on everything else. TikTok, Twitter, X, whatever. YouTube. We are on YouTube. You can watch us on YouTube. Yes, absolutely. We're everywhere. You can also contact us via voicemail, email, whatever you want. There's a million ways to contact us. If you are Taylor Swift or Taylor Nation, there are still ways to contact us. Just want to put that out there, just in case.
Lots of ways. So, question. Some of us have traveled to go see Taylor Swift afar, different areas. Are we going to try and see her now that she's coming back to the States? She's going to be closer to us now. Are we going to try to go see Taylor Swift?
Got a little bit of time.
We got time to figure it out. I'd love
time
to.
to figure it out.
There's lots of good options.
Yeah, lots of good places that she's going to be stopping at after this small little break. Let's see what we have coming up. Before we get off, I want to tell you a couple of little cute quirks, differences between English, and our whatever we say. There were a couple words that I got mixed up trying to speak to someone who speaks English and they didn't know what I was saying, which, I mean, imagine that. I get that sometimes here in the room. But we stopped at a store. My friend's shoes were hurting. She wanted some Band-Aids. And they didn't know what we were saying. They call it bandage.
Yeah, I think Band-Aid is a brand.
It is. Also, sidewalk.
What do they call it over there?
Pavement.
Okay.
I asked for
How literal.
I asked for the bill one day. I thought that was very self-explanatory, and she was like, "You want your ticket? Yeah, ticket."
I
okay.
never would have guessed ticket.
Yeah.
Tab.
That's why you always have to do like the hand motion that goes with
kinda.
it.
Wave your hand in the air.
And we asked for a to-go box, and after a moment, they said, "Oh, you want a takeaway box?" So just little itty-bitty differences. They're so much more proper and put together
They are.
than we are. That's probably why some people wear a vest there, I would imagine.
Well, awesome. Lacey, congratulations. Great trip. Trip of a lifetime. You got to see our hero. Anyways, that's it for this episode of 13, a Taylor Swift Fan Podcast. If you haven't already, subscribe to us on whatever podcasting platform you are listening to us on right now. And like Anna said, all the ways to contact us are in the description of this podcast. Join us next time. We're going to break down another wonderful track from the Tortured Poets Department.
So long, London.
Thanks for listening to 13, a Taylor Swift Fan Podcast. Subscribe for free and leave a positive review on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or Google Podcasts.